What comes to mind when you think of social media? Do you use it to stay up to date with campus events, to stay in touch with family, or as a form of entertainment? Or do you find it an obstacle to getting work done? Do you find yourself caught up in frustrating comment section debates? For this project, we decided to explore the ways that social media affects the UW-Bothell community. As with any project, we started out with a certain set of assumptions based on our own personal experiences. Mainly, these were negative, assuming that social media was harmful for attention and things like that. But as we went along with the project, we discovered that there were actually a lot of good things about social media. Before we get to that, let's look at the results we got for the survey that we conducted. Most people on campus check their social media on a daily basis, up to 5 hours per day. Our next question was, what specific platforms do people use?
I use a lot of Facebook, Snapchat, Tumblr, but I know a lot of people don't anymore because it's old.
Facebook does appear to be the most popular social platform on campus. Close behind it are Snapchat, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Tumblr does appear to be unpopular on campus, but that may be because the results of the survey were mostly from computer science students. It gets interesting when you compare the results we got at the UW-Bothell campus against the results that Pew Research got for a similar survey this year against the general population. There's much more people at UW-Bothell who use Instagram, Snapchat, and LinkedIn compared to the general population. The fact that LinkedIn is so popular isn't really much of a surprise given that UW-Bothell actually encourages students to use LinkedIn and even has some resources available, say at the Career Center, to help teach students how to use it effectively. When given the direct question about their personal experiences with social media in general, a lot of people actually said they had either a neutral or overall positive experience, which is one of the first signs that our assumptions may not have been accurate.
I think it can have good and bad influences.
It's been good. I've been able to connect with a lot of people that I wouldn't. Sometimes people steal pictures and create fake accounts and stuff. Other than that, it's been good.
Our second to last question was about social media awareness. How much did students think about the content of what they posted and the extent to which they use social media? A lot of students actually said they felt pretty aware of their own usage, though there was slightly more interest in the content of their posts than of the amount of time spent on social media.
There are some repercussions to social media, the responsibility behind it. Just because your voice is out there, it means that it's out there for everyone, and that may be a good or bad thing.
Finally, we asked students to consider how social media has affected their academic performance. In general, students felt pretty neutral about how it affected their performance, but when it came to studying, there was definitely a feeling that it was hindering their ability to study. And just behind that was a concern about attention in class being affected by social media.
It could be a distraction sometimes because you want to check the social media like a lot of times a day, even if you're at the library or in class sometimes. I have to put my phone away a lot of times, especially in class. But other times I get distracted and just go with the flow. Yeah.
Perhaps not surprisingly, a lot of people have found that social media has helped improve their relationships, supposedly both in real life and virtually, and both in the personal sphere and the professional sphere.
I think it has helped me make friends and keep friends longer because, your connections are important, especially at this age, because you're just starting out, and if you want to be able to find out more about people, research people's backgrounds, and maybe even learn about a company that you want to get into, a great place to start is their social media, see if it's right for you.
After our survey finished, we started looking for faculty on campus who had expert experience with social media and how it affected students' academic life. This led us to Dr. Jane Van Galen, who had some interesting insights on our research.
I'm Professor Jane Van Galen. I'm faculty in the School of Educational Studies. I've been at UW-Bothell for about 26 years. I was one of the first faculty in the education program. I believe pretty strongly that social media is out there as a pretty powerful tool that people are using, so we should teach them to use it critically and constructively and creatively. So one of the examples is every one of my classes has a Twitter hashtag, and we communicate with each other on Twitter.
She explained how the class used the Twitter hashtag to share what they had done from the textbooks, and they actually managed to share it with the publishers of the textbooks and the creators of the content, and were able to get feedback and have their work shared with a greater network. She also pointed out that social media can be a great resource for international students and first-generation students.
So I work a lot with first-generation students, and there's some really nice studies that because a lot of the rules of college aren't spelled out, first-gen students may use Facebook to kind of just eavesdrop on relatives or relatives of friends who are in college. And there are also a good number now of Facebook groups that are devoted to first-gen students. Some are campus-specific, some are networks.
Yeah, I'm originally from Ethiopia, so a lot of my friends and family are back home. So I use Facebook and all the social media stuff.
Has that been more useful than other options?
Yes, it's a lot easier.
When the issue of attention was brought up, she said that in her experience, students have always found something to be distracted by even before social media. To conclude, our advice is to be more mindful of the time you spend on social media and to take advantage of any networking opportunities you may find that may not just be on LinkedIn. Thank you for watching, and may the likes be ever in your favor.